Bree more. Bree more production.
Hey, Lord. Hey, Lord. Hey, Lord.
Bree more.
Hey, Lord. Hey, Lord.
So it's nice to, finally meet you guys. We've been doing our research on High Rollaz, and we are highly impressed with your work.
Appreciate it. Appreciate that.
So how's everything going? I see y'all working with the mask right now. Are y'all super hot? Because it's hot as fuck right now in Dallas.
It's hot as fuck out here. We in the car, so it's AC going.
AC blasting.
We got to get the little High Roller promo in and shit. You know what I'm saying?
I noticed that. Let me see. Come closer.
Yeah, a little High Roller shit.
Oh, that's dope.
With the shirt, the match, and all that. We always stay on top of it.
I got the King of All Fresh brand and my brother brand.
Yeah,
Oh, that's dope. Okay, so for our audience that are not aware of High Rollaz, can you guys please introduce yourselves?
I'm Accomplice, one half of the High Rollaz.
I'm Word Life, the other half, the vibe.
Your camera just went. Oh, okay, you back.
Yeah, High Rollaz, Word Life, originally from New York, been out here in Dallas for a while, getting to it. You know what I mean?
Now we're in the north side as we speak.
So how long have you guys been in Dallas?
He from out here, but I've been in Dallas for a long time now.
Over a decade.
About 10 years
Oh,
plus.
yeah, you from Dallas now.
I was back and forth home all the time. My family back home, they dealing with the whole pandemic right now, so salute to all my fam back home. But yeah, it's Dallas all day.
What part of New York are you from?
The Bronx.
Oh, okay. That's what's up. Is it Cardi B that's from the Bronx?
Yeah. Fat Joe, Cardi B, Fresh Montana.
She from around the hood, yeah.
That's awesome. When I went to New York, we didn't have the opportunity to go to the Bronx, but I went to Brooklyn. And
Brooklyn's lit.
Yeah. That ain't the Bronx, but it's cool.
If you look at a lot of our music, we got a cat named Cortez. He's from Brooklyn, and every time we touch down, there's nothing but love out there.
Yes, it's so much love out there, and it's so much culture.
That's a fact. Well, next time you go out there, you gotta go out there when I'm out there. I'll show you a whole different side of New York City.
I would love to, because I never have a tour guide. I'm always just roaming.
I'll show you New York just by doing regular shit. You know what I mean?
Oh, I would love that. So you guys are in North Dallas. You rep North Dallas, which
yes.
I love because I'm all for Dallas, and I'm all about uniting Dallas and Dallas support Dallas and Dallas love. So why North Dallas though? Are you from North Dallas?
Well, the thing is, I'm from a small town called No Hope, No Chance. No one makes it out. But when I moved to Dallas, it was North Dallas. It was an Alpha block over there off of Montford and Alpha. And then lately, I've been the past 7 years on Forest Lane and Marsh. So.
Okay.
Oh, you right around the corner from me then.
Exactly. I only say that. I'm being funny. I only say that because I rep South Dallas all day. So that's the only reason why.
Hey, sunny Southside. We got a lot of tracks with the homie Big Tuck. He from out there in the South.
We seen that.
How was
it? Huh?
Big Tuck's the big bro. Big Tuck's the big bro. He live down the block from here. We be with him all the time and shit.
Yeah, that's fam.
How was it working with Big Tuck?
Anytime you work with a legend, it's it's an experience you never forget. Working with him, we got a handful of songs with him. He's on our last release, Juke Season 2.5. Actually, a song called High Roller. And working with him, or him or anyone of his caliber, man, it's just a blessing. Just like our new single that's out right now, Self-Made, featuring Scarface. He's a legend, not just Texas, but everywhere around the world. And Mr. Lee, who's the producer on the track, another legend. Anytime we work with people of that caliber, it's a blessing.
Okay. Yeah, I actually wanted to ask you, how was that working with Scarface? You know what I'm saying? Like you said, when you work with legends, that's a major deal. You know what I'm saying? And how did that make you guys feel when y'all working with these legends?
It was dope. We didn't get to do it in the studio with them, but you know, the fact that when we got the vocals and all that, I said, "Oh, okay." BC calling me. But nah, it was dope. You know what I mean? When we heard the verse, it was super dope. We heard Mr. Lee's beat. It was super dope, and we were just excited. And we had the song for about a year, like a year and a half. We had the song, and we didn't, we wanted to put it out the right way. We wanted to finesse it the right way, and you know, it came out perfect. And we just dropped it just recently.
Yeah, guys, man. I'm sorry, Jay. What you got?
Oh no, go ahead. I was just saying that's really dope. That's really dope.
I know you guys said that.
BC, blow me up.
Tell BC I said what's up. I noticed that you guys said that you guys been sitting on the track for a year. How important is it to put music out at a certain time, at a specific time? Like, why wait a year to put it out?
Honestly, like, we got the song off of our relationships to people. We had booked Scarface, like, I think it was the end of 2018 for a couple of shows. We did like a 3-city run. If I remember right, it was Austin, Houston, Dallas. And when he was working with Mr. Lee, because y'all know Mr. Lee live out here, the opportunity arose where he had a track that he wanted to put some, hungry artists on. And my boy Smooth Vegas, the one who kind of, put it in his ear, he listened to a couple cats, and the opportunity came, and we jumped on it, and we just was like, man, working with Scarface, working with Mr. Lee, period. That's just like something we got to do. And once we did it, when we actually got the sessions in the studio, it was hard to write the verse. Like, you working with big-time people. You just don't want to rush it.
I had to rewrite my verse 2-3 times.
Yeah, I rewrote mine 3 times.
That's what really took forever. I don't know. Let me give it some time. Let me breathe on it. Nah, I don't like it. Let me do another one. You know what I mean?
We didn't want to rush it, and we knew timing's everything, just like anything that you release in music or in this entertainment business. And when we signed the Music Access and LCA Management, shout out to them, by the way, we thought it was perfect time to drop the single. And that was our first release on the Music Access LCA.
That's dope.
Yeah, that's dope. I actually saw on you guys' Instagram that y'all recently inked the deal with them. So how was that experience?
That was dope. We signed a pandemic deal, you know what I mean? So,
yeah. Come on, quarantine deals.
I know.
It was dope. It was a blessing to be able to keep. We dropped a record called "Follow My Drip," and it brought a lot of attention towards
the wave.
So when they called us, we chopped it up with them. We went and linked up with them, and everything was right. So
yeah. Speaking of following your drip, I noticed that you guys wear your own merch. You know what I'm saying? How important is it for artists to rock their own stuff? Do y'all think?
I mean, I started mine like I got a clothing company called King of All Fresh Clothing, and I got LLC. I'm the owner of that, and I've been into the fashion thing for in New York. Everybody's over there. We all into the fashion sneakers and all that. We started off with just me wanting to wear shit that matched my sneakers, and it was hard to find shit out just in regular stores at the time. So I just started making my own stuff, and when the music started really popping, it was like it just came natural. You know what I mean? Just because I was already doing it. And now, I feel it's important for any artist or any business that
facts.
You don't even have to be an artist. You can just have a business, and it's important to have your company or you represent your company, your brand, and all that. Like, it's real important.
When we started out, like, we was firm, kind of like stand our ground on support local, businesses type shit, like from clothing lines and that type of shit. Anything in fashion, we wanted to support. And, it's just hard to put all this money in designer names when they already rich, man. So we want to be more exclusive. And, you can go spend $2,000 on a Versace jacket, and you go to the club and another nigga got it on. So, we just wanted to stick out, and by putting money in our own shit, we just thought was always the best. And,
I still,
the high rollers lifestyle type of way.
I still rock some design.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, but it ain't, I'd rather put money in. Circulate within a circle.
Yeah, but I feel like the exclusive shit is the local shit though, because you can't find
it. Exactly. That's how I rock with it.
So you can go to Macy's, Dillard's, or Nordstrom's, and you can see that same Gucci jacket And that anybody can buy it. But if you support local, you can get custom shit from designers that's up and coming. That's why I love it.
And nobody has. And
nobody has. And
shows or videos, I always put on my social media. If there's any local companies, you know what I'm saying, that wanna, you know, we'll rock that shit. Like in our video, The Code, I'm rocking a Dallas shirt from El Choi. Shout out to him.
Just talking about him today.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you know, that video did 3 mil, so you know, we rocked our hard roller shit. That way, I rocked one of his Dallas shirts. So, you know, it's love.
Well, y'all definitely need to continue to check out Bree Productions because we all about fashion, music, and art. We actually host events specifically for local brands. So, y'all make sure y'all keep in touch.
I just followed you back and all that, so you know, I'm definitely tuned in now.
I love it. I feel like it is important for us as, you know, Dallas-based, whatever, to unite. We always go out and we put on out, but I feel like we need to stay in and put each other on.
Nice. It's hard out here, but, you know, you just got to maintain. That's it.
Yeah, it is. I noticed that you guys are big on visuals. Your video, you just talked about it. What was that?
Follow My Drip.
Yeah, Follow My Drip. What venue did you guys use for that video?
Well, I was when I did the record just came off of freestyle, really. And then, you know, it was the vibe was so energetic that I was just like, man, I need something vibrant. I need something that's gonna be. And I was going through the gram, and I see this place called Psychedelic Robot. And it was like it's an art gallery in Uptown. My heart fell asleep. It's called Psychedelic Robots. It's a place in Uptown. I reached out to them. They're like, nah, we don't let no artists come in here and do none of that stuff. So
check your volume. We can't hear you.
You hear me now?
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, so I reached out to Psychedelic Robot and they said they don't let artists go in there and shoot videos or none of that. So, you know, the guy that does all their marketing and visual stuff, that happens to be the guy that shot the video for us. So I reached out to him.
Oh, wow.
He was also the engineer for the song. So I reached out to him, like, yo, by the way, don't you work with them? He was like, yeah. So he said, nah, I don't think they'll let us do it. So when they finally when he reached out to them, they hit him back. They said that only for him, they'll let him do it. Like they'll let you come in here for 2 hours during business hours and we'll let y'all do it. And only for him. So he locked it in for us and we went in there, we knocked it out. They see how cool we was. They let us stay there for like 3-4 hours and we were just having a fun time. They was giving us free alcohol, we was just chilling. Like it was a fun vibe.
That's dope. It was really dope. Like the visual, even the girls, like everything looked so compatible and cohesive.
And what's crazy is the girls that came about from the same guy, my engineer, video director. His wifey, she does hair, so she did hair for those 2 models, and she reached out to them. They did it for the low, and you know we all came in there and had a good time.
Hey, but shout out to Psychedelic Robot. They're a dope spot. They're located in Turtle Creek, and it's like an art gallery. Super dope.
We're gonna have to visit because I'm like, where is this place?
Oh.
It's a pop up. It's a pop up gallery, so they shut down. They shut down for like a certain amount of time, and then they reopened. Yeah, they reopened like a whole new look to it and all that. So it's just like real. It's only open like that particular look was there for like 4 or 5 months, and then they shut it down during the winter time. And now after this whole COVID thing, they're gonna reopen like on a whole different, you know, look of the building and all that.
Oh, that's epic. That's exclusive.
Yeah,
I did want to ask. You know what I'm saying? You said that song was off of a freestyle. I did a little bit of research on you guys, and I found out that you guys actually met at a freestyle battle.
Yeah,
tell us a little bit about that.
I killed him.
He was getting jumped like he was getting like rap jumped and shit by like 5 people and shit. Everybody. And I walked in there like, yo, you need help? He was like, yo, tag me in. So he tagged me in. I went in there and I beat everybody in a little battle and shit. Next day he called the manager I had at the time. He called him like, yo, I want to work with him. So we get in the studio, you know, I did the same thing. I killed him on another verse. And, you know, I killed 5 other verses right after that. So, you know.
That was the last time he won. Like, Follow My Drip, Pure Example, killed him. Self-made. Ever since then, I'm pretty much
battling with y'all verses.
Yeah, nah, he do. I don't be giving a fuck no more, but he be caring.
Like 5,000 or no.
It's
I
free.
feel you. I feel you. Healthy competition.
Yeah, it's free
Yeah.
competition. I
You
appreciate
keep
the
your
fact that
toes.
I understand exactly what y'all are saying. I appreciate the fact that you guys are not following the trend of the main flow that's on the radio right now.
Yeah, you know, we not opposed to it, but you know, it depends on the record, it depends on the vibe and shit. But yeah, we like to keep it. We like to keep it. You know, high rollers. It's us.
How did you guys come up with the name High Rollers?
Actually, the first time that we were blessed to fly on a private jet or to fly private,
Ooh.
we was trying to think of a name. Back then. It was just a composite word, life. And I remember the guy with us. His name was Ant. He was like, man, y'all need a name. And you know, when you're in a private jet, it seats like there's like 8 seats, and then the pilot seats. They're like right there. Like if you ride in the back of Suburban, pilots are right there. We had sparked a conversation because they want to know, you know, who the fuck we was, and they had said a thing like, "Oh, y'all some high rollers," like, and man, it just stuck.
Well, we dropped a record called Fuego. All I blow is Fuego, and it was doing real big out here. And this brand of chips called Takis. I don't know if y'all heard of them. They're Spanish. They're like not Doritos, but it's like a Spanish brand of chips.
Yeah.
They dropped the flavor called Fuego. So when they heard it, they flew us out on a private jet to New York to Quad Studios, the same studios where Pac got shot and all that. They flew us to redo the record, you know, with the correct sound and all that. So on our way there, we stopped and 50 Cent had just taken off from where we landed. Ludacris, I forgot how many, but the pilot was like, "Oh, y'all some high rollers now. Y'all living the big life." So we was like, "Shit, we need a name anyway. We might as well run." We thought it was kind of cheesy at first at the time. We're like, "Man, you know, you trying to go too hard, high roller." You know what I mean? But then we said, "Fuck it," and you know, and it stuck, and it just kept going.
That's amazing. I think that's like really distinctive and different because you have an actual experience attached to your name. So it's manifesting some real high roller shit. Like
yeah, before that it was like 3-4 months and we couldn't even think of shit. We're like, man, I can't think of a motherfucking name.
So I noticed that you guys talk about money a lot in your songs. And we all about like providing solutions and stuff like that for our listeners. So how you guys like financially staying afloat? Like how do you maintain the money
during COVID or just
Period. You talk about it a lot. How you keeping it up? How you maintain it?
Shit, I tattooed Hustle Hard on my hands at a very young age. And I knew as long as these hands could work, we gonna get to some money. But I mean, being a hustler is not entirely just about being in the streets. It's about finding different ways to make money.
I'm about to say, like, we've been independent for a long time now, and from the clothing, from everything we do, is just make money. So it's just, you know, I also do graphic. I design all the logos and all that. There you see it, that, you know, the album covers, single covers I design. You know, I do all that shit. He do his shit on the side.
Yeah, I throw events. Like I would coordinate events. So every 3 months, quarterly, we would always throw events. And, you know, we do always book like a big actor. We try to stay active. So we're really in the industry.
We brought, between us and our boy Smooth Vega, we brought Post Malone to his first sold out show in Dallas before he even took off. You know what I mean?
Shout out man, Bree.
We brought A Boogie down. Like, you know, there's a lot of different ways to just make money in this industry. And
that's how we got cool with Scarface. It was by booking him for a show. Had that never happened, who knows if it would have ever led to a song.
That's dope.
You know what I'm saying?
That is dope.
Plus, the laws of attraction. You talk about the money, you're gonna get it.
Yeah. Yeah. Even just speaking on the law of attraction, how has that worked for you guys as far as artistry? And what would you guys advise other artists in relation to the law of attraction?
Man, if you're gonna speak it into existence, follow up on that shit. Because I don't know how artists expand on getting anywhere with no plan. Like, I don't know how people, like, we've always had a plan. We've been independent, and we've always had a plan of how we gonna move. And we feel if we stick to that plan, it's gonna bring success.
Mm-hmm.
When people out here with no plan, it just don't make no sense. Like, you just want it to happen. Like, just because you said it or wrote it on the board, there's more to it.
I like that.
Wow, that's major.
That is very major.
Yo, because I have never heard an artist say that. Like
Ever.
a lot of artists just kind of flying by the seat of their pants. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that you even mentioning having a plan and sticking to your plan to get to your success, that's amazing.
Even when we wasn't touring, like we've been blessed for the past few years to been able to tour and get paid off music, even leave the country. But had we never visited them cities and push out them CDs before it went to a digital era and do all that hand-to-hand shit, and then we just revisited the market because that was our plan. We're like, look, we're going to go to Austin. We'll pass out all this shit. We can go to Corpus Christi. We can go to Laredo. We can go to all these places, meet the DJs, go to the popping clubs, and then in a few months, we're going to go back. And that's really what led us, because people was like, man, y'all motherfuckers is, you know, we started getting phone numbers and actually using them. I think a lot of people don't do that. That's why our whole career was based on relationships and keeping in contact with people. You know, if I go to Kansas, I'm going to holler at Core DJs, DJ3. If I'm in LA, you know, et cetera, et cetera.
Consistency, maintaining those relationships. It ain't what you do too, you know.
Yeah,
I love it. I love it. So tell us a little bit about you guys' names. So Word, Life, and Accomplice. Where did y'all get y'all individual names from?
I mean, I got Word Life. It's just like a New York term. Like, you know, out here they say real talk and shit like that. Over there, back in the day, we used to be like, yo, word life, word up. You know what I'm saying? And I used to say so much. My brothers be like, yo, chill out, little word life. You know what I mean? So, you know, it just kind of stuck with me and shit.
Accomplice, my sister actually gave me that name. She just always thought I was, if I wasn't the one doing it, I had something to do with it. I was always a part of some shit.
Okay.
You know, just being young and reckless. And, you know, Accomplice is a nigga that's always with somebody getting into some shit. So she named me that and I ran with it.
Okay.
What are you guys smoking on?
Gas.
What's
Rollaz?
Who's tuned in, first of all?
There's some OG cookies right here.
OG cookies?
But we're big on planes. Smoke clean, stay lifted. So we like raw papers. Shout out to Raw.
Me too.
Me too.
Raw been sponsoring me since 2009. So every month
we got a story about that too.
Yeah, I got.
Let's hear it.
That's family right there.
They was having a contest when Raw first started out. This is like 2010. Like people.
It was 2000. It was 2009. They barely even. They got all the papers that they was doing. They're called HBI International. That's the company, and they put out the Juicy Raps. They put out the Raw the Elements papers and a bunch of different papers. But Raw was brand new. 2009 was brand new, and I was already hip to it because I was already listening to people like Currency and Wiz Khalifa and all that shit. And they talked about it a lot. So I'm like, yo, let me fuck with the Raw. So I looked, I started fucking with them, and I liked it, and I followed them on the Facebook. And they put out a competition like, yo, name this DJ. I forgot the DJ. Name this DJ, and whoever gets this right wins a pack of papers and a T-shirt. So I ended up winning the shit because I knew who it was, and they emailed me. I said, yo, by the way, we opening up for Tech 9 this weekend. If you want,
that was the slogan. They were doing the slogan, right?
No, it was the DJ. So they were like, I was like, yo, I'm opening up for Tech 9 this weekend. If y'all want to send me some extra T-shirts or whatever, so I can give out to the crowd. Ended up sending me a fucking box, like a big ass box that was heavy as shit. Like there's nothing but Elements paper. It wasn't even Raw. It was just Elements papers, and it was just trays and T-shirts and a bunch of papers. So when we went to go perform with Tech 9, it was a sold out show. I threw a bunch of product out there, and I took a picture. We took a picture with the crowd, everybody holding up the Elements papers. I sent them that picture the next day. They were like, yo, who the fuck are you guys? Like, wait a minute. Like, hold on. So they ended up just like, yo, we got this new company called Raw. We want to see if you can fuck with it. I'm like, hell yeah. So they're going to put you on the team. I told them what I was doing and all that. They were like, shit. And that was in 2009. Like, now we in, 2020? Like, that was 11 years ago. They send me boxes every month. Like, I got a room just full of Raw products. Like,
they still send you products?
Yeah, I hook y'all up. Don't even worry about that.
Thanks. Because that's all I buy is raw papers.
Like here, okay?
That's all I buy. Like, seriously.
Once again, it's off relationships. It's off us just networking.
Yeah.
Right. That's dope. I love the fact that you guys say that, because especially during this time, the pandemic, and people are trying to figure out how to stay afloat. And you guys say that you travel a lot and do tours. So how are you guys maintaining during COVID?
Shit, I've been maintaining. We've been maintaining through the clothing, just being online a lot, going live, doing a lot of these interviews and podcasts throughout this whole time. Like, we just been, you know what I mean? Like, putting out some music. We dropped that Scarface record throughout this whole COVID. You know, we put out a bunch of new clothing and merch and all that. So we just been staying busy however we can, really.
Do you have any advice for any artists that are struggling during this time?
Should take advantage of that internet. That's it. That's all I have to say. Just take advantage of that shit. Follow, see who's really following you. Pay attention to the insights and all that, and just really run with it. You know what I mean? Like, the analytics tell you everything on all these platforms. Like, you know what I mean? If you paying attention to your YouTube and your social medias and all that, they'll tell you all of that. Like, who's listening, from the age groups to the gender to all that, to what country, what state, what city. Like, it tells you all that. So I mean, pay attention to your fan base, pay attention to who's paying attention, and just roll with it. Like,
So that's good.
That's real. That's real.
Yep.
So I do want to ask you guys, before we close out the interview, I want to ask you guys about the Afro-Latino culture when it comes to music. Because I know that Word Life, you're Puerto Rican, right?
Yeah, facts.
And Accomplished, you're Mexican, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So when it comes to you guys with your music in the community, how do you guys represent your culture?
I mean, shit. I don't know really. I mean, I represent.
How do I represent?
I represent just by looking like me. Like, oh, he must be a Puerto Rican or something. But I mean, like, you know, there's too many Mexicans out here looking like me.
I think the best way to represent your culture, my bad, is to just master your craft. Because I mean, nobody's gonna look at you as putting on for the culture if you ain't doing something right. So master your craft. When you do that, they're gonna be like, "That's a Mexican doing it like that." You know, that's a Puerto Rican or whatever genre you are.
I rep Puerto Rico. I rep that in New York so tough. Like, you follow me on the gram, you'll see the Puerto Rican.
He one of them weird Puerto Ricans that got the flag from his rear view.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's I rep my I just naturally, just everything I do, I rep it. You know what I mean?
I noticed that about people that are proud about their cultures. Like, they don't necessarily have to speak it. Like you said, it just comes naturally. Like me, you know, like the Afrocentric, all that just comes naturally. I don't really have to put out.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you ain't really gotta, like. Yeah. I mean, we speak Spanish and do all that. You know what I mean? But, you know, it's just, you know, I think that's more like what they expect us to do. So it's like, let me just do what we want to do rather than what they expect us to do.
That makes sense. Yeah. So
sure.
how can the people continue to follow you guys and stream your music?
I mean, on all digital platforms, it's the High Rollaz with a C.
Like that.
And pretty much on social medias, it's High Rollaz Texas. So High Rollaz with Z and TX. But right now, we just dropped the website.
HighRollersLifestyle.com. It'll be up by Monday.
And really, you just tune into that and you'll know everything that we're doing. We try to make it real simple for people. They go one spot, they know everything that's going on with us.
Do you guys have any upcoming live shows that you're gonna do on Instagram, on your website?
I think we got on the 27th. We got another one with Dallas Medias. I gotta look at the name again, but we got another one on the 27th. So if you follow us on the gram, you'll see us posting the flyer and all that. Show wise, we don't know until this whole COVID thing. We were supposed to go on tour April 1st till I think May, whatever. And it all got canceled because of this COVID stuff. So, you know, until all that, we're just going to be staying busy however we can.
Hustling, yeah. All
Hustling,
right.
facts.
Well, thank you guys so much for taking out the time to interview with us. We really appreciate it.
y'all.
Yeah, appreciate y'all.
Make sure y'all keep in touch. I see that y'all love maintaining relationships. So
Yeah.
Word up.
I just followed y'all, Supreme Melanoidus, so follow your girl back so we can.
I got you.
Oh yeah, facts. We'll do that right now.
follow
exactly.
you
So, Dallas support Dallas. That is a major thing. We gotta shout that. We gotta let people know, especially artists and creators, that we gotta support each other and put each other on as much as possible. So whenever we drop the interview, we'll send y'all a link. Make sure you repost.
Yeah, if you got anybody out there that you think we can make some dope music with us, like producers, etc., even in the fashion, shit.
We work with
Tell them to
everybody.
DM us. Yeah, we like networking. Like we attend networking events. We try to do all that shit to just stay out there so that we're familiar with people out here and they get familiar with us.
I got y'all. Every time we do something, I'm gonna hit y'all up. Seriously.
Yeah, shit. We even got a homie that does paintings on the team. Shout out my boy D1. Like a whole nine. We all the way in it. All the way in it.
Yeah, and I appreciate that.
Word up.
Well, thank you guys so much. It was
Appreciate
really
y'all.
nice talking to y'all. I love y'all energy. Y'all dope.
Word up.
Already
Appreciate
good
y'all.
looking.
All right. Peace.
All right, y'all. Peace.
Peace.